What is up, guys? I'm EC Button here, bringing you my first ever video, and this is going to be on NBA 2K. We're going to be doing the fantasy draft of a new MyLeague that I'm going to be making a series out of. Sorry if you hear any background noise, that's just my friend Queffers. I'm actually in his house right now using his mic. Thank you.
And my Bo's head.
Thank you. His link's going to be down in the description, so if you want to check out his channel, please feel free. So, we're going to be the Lakers in this series, and we're giving ourselves the second pick overall under the Grizzlies. And we're going to be doing a Serpentine draft. This is on Xbox One. So, welcome to my channel, and let's get into this draft. So, the Grizzlies, I'm guessing they're going to pick LeBron, and they do. What do you know? So, now as we look on the board, we see we got Westbrook, Harden, lots of pretty high-quality playmakers here, MVP potential for sure. And there are some big men on there too, some really good big men. But LeBron's out on the board, and he's a superstar that any team really wants. So, there are a lot of players here that I could possibly pick. But who I've decided to pick is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with Steph Curry. He is the part of the second highest overall class in this, using the 2K Sports roster. So, and he's a solid outside shooter who can bring basically most of the offense to our team. So let's just fast forward this to our next pick. Alright, so we're back on the clock. We got ourselves a point guard in Curry. But now we're going to look towards more of a big man. Maybe a small forward, power forward, or center. Someone who can bring some defense to the team. There's Hassan Whiteside, 81 overall from Marshall. He's really exploded this season. No one knew him at the start, but now at the very end, he has become a respected player in the league. I see Draymond Green. He's a pretty good defensive player. And Iggy, the MVP, who didn't start a game. That's a pretty nice story. But what I've decided to do is, I think I'm going to go with Draymond Green. He's a very good defensive presence. He's pretty tall, and he led the Warriors to a championship in real life, so he's got to be a pretty solid player. Next, we see Tim Duncan still on the board, an 89 overall, but he's going to retire, so let's avoid him. There's Dirk, another man who's kind of getting past his prime. There's Joakim Noah, Tyson Chandler. But I noticed that there's really not any solid point guards left, so I'm pretty glad that I picked up Steph Curry with that second overall pick. And there are also some pretty good centers left on the board, an 80 overall, and some small forwards. But what I've decided to do is I've decided to pick Monte Ellis, because he is a playmaker who is athletic and can bring some great offense and inside scoring to our team. So, going towards our next pick, Iggy's still on the board. That's pretty surprising. There's Tony Allen, and it's getting to the point where it's going to be difficult to find great superstars with real playmaking potential. So, let's go with, I think I'm going to pick up Andre Iguodala, MVP, going for a ring in our MyLeague series after leading the Warriors to a championship in real life. So now it's our next pick. We got a point guard, shooting guard, and a small forward. They're all pretty solid players, but now we're looking for power forwards and centers. Carlos Boozer still on the board, as well as players like Anderson Varejao and Larry Sanders, but these aren't really great players. And Nikola Mirotic is also a pretty solid player, and he is one of the highest quality that I've seen on this screen, so I'm going to pick him up with our fourth overall pick. Sorry if you hear any background noise, Quavers is watching some vines. So, now let's look toward a big man, because we don't have any power forwards or centers. Really, all the high quality ones are off the board. But since we're looking to form our team around good quality shooters, I'm gonna pick up Ryan Anderson because I know he can shoot. And now we got our next pick really fast, and I think I'm gonna pick Kendrick Perkins. No, just kidding. He's terrible. Omer Ashik, Bismack Biyombo. I think we're gonna look toward a center in with this pick, and that title, Ravenous Rebounder, really caught my eye, and I'm going to pick Zaza Pachulia. He's a solid player, not MVP potential, nor NBA first team or second team, but he is a decent player. So now let's go toward a power forward, I see Channing Frye. I thought his overall was higher, but it's not. Vince Carter's up there. That's my name. There's Matt Barnes. I mean, I wouldn't really recognize him, but he's a decent player. There's Ray Allen, but I know he's going to retire, so I'm not going to play him either. So, thank you for the motivation, Queffers. Playing some Sheila Booth in the background. I want to pick Mike Dunleavy. He's another great shooter. And now we're going to look toward another ball handler on the team. Jose Calderon, Bellinelli still on the board, but I'm going to go with Heinrich. I know he's a great shooter for the Bulls. I live in Chicago, so I would know. He's a pretty solid player, and we're nearing the end of this draft, so this video is going to come to an end soon. And I think I'm going to go with another point guard, because we need one, and that's what's really going to run our offense. So, I'm going to pick Jose Calderon. He's a playmaker who can pass well and also basically maximize the offense of our team. It's a nice hair, buddy. Looking through, I'm really not finding any players that I'm shocked that are still on the board. So, some of these players are decent, but I think I'm going to pick Udonis Haslem. He's a solid player on the Heat, and he's actually one of the better players left in this draft. So, last pick of the draft. Who are we going to pick? Let's pick Vince Carter, the winner of many dunk contests and a really solid player for our Lakers. So, it's over. The draft is over. So, let's check out our roster. We're going to pick up the real NBA draft. We are last in the power rankings. That is some cheese right there. So our team, we got Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Monte Ellis, Iggy, Nikola Mirotic, Zaza Pachulia, Ryan Anderson, Vince Carter, Udonis Haslem, Mike Dunleavy, Kirk Heinrich, Jose Calderon, and that is our squad. We're looking like we have a pretty solid team, looking to make some pretty good plays. And so I'll bring you guys some more gameplay of this squad soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Easy Button, and I'll see you guys later.